So, Christmas is here. Well, by the time this video comes out, Christmas is probably over, but that doesn't matter. So, the server I'm on right now has a Christmas event going on, and I want to participate. So, I thought, why not make a video and participate at the same time? So, in this video, I will be showing you 10 different Christmas decorations you can add to your own world or your base. I'm gonna start with the easiest and simplest one that you probably have seen before, and then slowly work up to a little bit more difficult and cooler ones that you probably will like a lot. The first one is candy cane, which is pretty easy to do. All you need is 2 blocks, red and white. Doesn't really matter what type of blocks it is, as long as you have quartz stairs. There's a lot of different colored candy canes. You can make pink, you can make white and blue, you can make brown. If you want, you can make a huge one, or you can make a very small one. These are all the items you will need. Of course, it changes depending on which color you make. Make sure the stair is the same color as one of the blocks. The second is snowman, and when I say snowman, I don't mean snow golem, I mean snowmen. These are the materials you will need. It's very simple to build. You can build as many as you want. It just adds a little bit more fun to your build. As you can see, one is smiling, very happy, and one is kind of grumpy. And as you can see, I did a little fun interaction over here. These two guys trying to create a snow golem, but they're not really using the right blocks. Jerry, I don't think that'll work. And Jerry says, shut up, Carl, it'll work, watch. And of course, it won't work because it's a watermelon. The third one is a Christmas tree. You can't really have Christmas decorations without a Christmas tree, right? Here is the materials you will need. Of course, it changes depending on how big you want your tree. I settled for a smaller one. If you want, you can make a very huge one or a very small one, doesn't really matter. I use candles as kind of like decoration on the tree, and if you take a closer look, you can see a glass pane up there because bells can't stand on leaves by themselves. So I use the glass pane, which is almost invisible, and put the bell on top of that. If you have a resource pack or a mod that allows you to have invisible item frames, you can also use that and put some different color blocks on it to add a little bit more decorations to it. While we're on the topic of a Christmas tree, let's talk about the fourth decoration, which is Christmas presents. All you need is a couple of flags with stripe in the middle and some colored concrete. And then on top of these, you put dead coral and ta-da! The fifth one is bushes. Here is all the materials you will need. If you want to make more bushes, you need more materials, so keep that in mind. Since leaves doesn't count as full blocks, you can't put candles on top of them. So I put a solid block first, and then I put the candles on top, then remove the solid block, and then replace it with the leaves. The candles kind of look like berries, hence why I used them. And then there is real berries across. I ran out of materials, so I couldn't go all the way. As you can see, I also added some snow top, which just makes it blend in with the environment a lot more. You can make this as long as you like. You can make it on the road, you can make it outside of the road, you can make it on a wall to make it look like it's overgrown. You can do however you like. The sixth decoration is a sign, which you can blend in with the bushes, and that's what I did. Here is the materials you'll need. Very simple, very minimal materials. Even though it's a small thing, it adds a lot to the world. The seventh decoration is a penguin. Since, the mob vote didn't have one, why shouldn't we have one? These are all the materials. You don't have to use coal blocks, you can use black wool or black concrete instead. I just like the texture of the coal block. As you can see, it's a very cute one, very simple to make. And while we're on the topic of animals, eighth decoration is a reindeer. These are all the materials you will need. Now this reindeer, I saw someone else on the server do it first, and I thought it was very cool. I really liked it. The ninth decoration is an ice skater ring. Now I didn't build this, someone else did, and I hope they don't mind me kinda fixing it up a little bit because it looks kind of boring. These are all the materials you will need. Now this one isn't really a decoration, it's more like a little build, and it's more material heavy than the rest of the decorations that I showed you, because you know, hanging signs are kinda expensive. I'm not even gonna lie, I just wanted to refurbish this ice skating ring. That's kinda the only reason why I put it in the list. The only problem is that these signs are very expensive and blue ice is kinda rare, so if you don't want to use these signs, you can use normal fences, and then you can change this blue ice to normal ice if you want. And the last decoration is nutcrackers. These are the materials you will need for one nutcracker. In my case, I'm doing 2, so I had to double the materials. Before you build these, make sure that you have space because these nutcrackers are kinda tall. And 30 minutes later, this is what we have. It looks so much better, especially when you add decorations to places where it kinda lags. For example, here it was very empty, so I added some extra little bushes over here and the Christmas tree in the middle to make it feel a little bit more busy. I forgot this crafting table. Of course, you don't want to overdo it or else it'll look too busy, which usually don't look that good. I extended the bushes all the way to the sign over there and added 4 more candy canes, and the penguin is still there all alone on an iceberg. And that'll be it for today's video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's about it. Stay safe.